Hello Capricorn, I'm Tyler Hay from BeHealing.com and this is your weekly read for the week of the 6th to the 12th of April 2020. I hope you're doing well, Capricorn. Capricorn, it's the weekend, which means I've got a half price sale and it's on soulmate twin flame readings this weekend. So if you want to know what's going on in your love life, what's going on in your twin flame, your soulmate's love life, then you can get one of those half prices. A link up there to book in for one of those. They are not 120 Australian dollars. They are 60 Australian dollars this weekend only, which I think is about 37 or 38 American dollars right now. So it's really good value if you're in the States. Check out what your conversion rate is for you, because I know economies are changing and so exchange rates are changing. So it's 60 Australian dollars. Okay, that's all weekend as well. So come along for that. Book in for one of those. I'd love to read for you privately. Let's check out Capricorn. What's going on for you this week? What's the story? What's the story this week? Oh, look at this. Capricorn, you've been reaching out for what you want externally in the world around you. You've been trying to get what you want, right? You've been working at it. You've been coming up with maybe business ideas. You've been working on that. You've been reaching out to others. This week is all about letting go of that. And that's because your inner game is more important than this. You've got to let go of that reaching out for it, reaching out, trying to connect with those people that you want to connect with. I'm feeling like this is a business thing, could be a personal thing too, to get your needs met in some kind of way. So it could be a business thing, reaching out to customers, reaching out, trying to advertise yourself, that kind of thing. Or private life, reaching out for friendships, reaching out to people, that kind of thing. You'll let that stuff go at the moment and focus on yourself. Find some kind of balance within yourself. Do some inner work. Let's see where this is headed. Surrender that reaching out for what it is that you want. So your higher self is trying to give you what you want, trying to lead you to the real way to what you want. And it's all about your feelings. As I said, it's all about the inner work. So you've been asked to surrender that. Give it up to the universe, that reaching out thing, reaching for what you want. Go within and feel your feelings. This is saying, feel your predominant feelings. So if you're reaching out, if you're constantly reaching out for what you want, Capricorn, if you're feeling motivated, that's what it feels like on the surface, right? You've been asked to feel what's really behind that. What is that predominant feeling? It could be a rushing thing. Often when I'm in that, and it feels like motivation on the surface of it, but when I really, especially when I take a break and then I really feel what I've been doing, there's kind of a rushing, a panic energy behind it, a grasping energy or a chasing energy that's coming from a fear of lack. That's what I find when I really feel it in me. It's like a rushing energy, like I'm behind, like it's not enough, I've got to do more. And I can convince myself it's motivation, but when I really stop and I'm honest with myself, it's that rushing thing and it comes from lack. And so you're being asked to do that too. It's like, stop. Really feel what it is that's really behind that. Be honest with yourself. It's time to get honest with yourself because, as I said, your higher self is wanting to lead you to what you're asking for. But the path that you're on, the path that you've been taking to it isn't the right path to it. And so it's bringing you back to the real path. And this might feel risky to you to stop reaching out because it will have been working somewhat. Like the universe will have been supporting you in that somewhat and bringing you what you need. But it's not going to lead to the abundance that you're really seeking. It's not going to lead to what you're really seeking. And so it's going to feel like a risk to stop and feel what it is, but you need to do this internal work, especially this week. I'm feeling it's like it's got something to do with this full moon as well, this letting go. So that it might hit you at that point when we've got this full moon, which is on the 7th or 8th. It's on my 8th. It's on the 7th for some people who are lagging behind in time on the other side of the planet. It's going to feel risky to let go, but you need to do it because then you're going to be led to what it is that you're actually searching for. And I feel like it's in abundance. I feel like it's abundance for you, Capricorn, that you're searching for. And remember, Capricorn, you might think it's not available to you right now because of what's going on in the world, but I'm telling you, no matter what's going on in the world, universal principles always apply. There are always people that are thriving in economic hard times, always. I'm one of them right now, and it's all down to vibration. It's all down to universal principles. And So you're being invited by the universe to follow the universal principles more than ever now and be one of these thrivers right now. So this is saying you need to move away from the old paradigm of how you were doing it and what was kind of working a little bit for you. Even though it feels risky to let go of that, you're being encouraged to get back to your innocence. Get back to your innocence. Remember when you were a kid, how you knew everything was provided for you. And it felt like it was your parents, or you can look back at it as an adult and you think, oh, well, that's because someone else was looking after me, because my parents were doing all of the worrying for me. But now I'm an adult, I need to do all my worrying too. Well, it's not actually true that, because if you didn't do the worrying, then the universe would look after you. And so you're being encouraged to get back to your innocence, be your child self again. I'm not saying be completely irresponsible. Were you when you were a child? I don't know. Capricorn, but I'm not saying that. I'm just saying getting back to that innocence, that the universe takes care of me. I can wish for what I want and it shows up, that kind of thing. Before you got old and jaded, before you learned how hard the world is, before you learned you got to do it all yourself, before you learned, what is it, life's a bitch and then you die, that kind of thing. You know, all that pessimistic crap that we learn from other people that haven't managed to tune into themselves. Focus more on what the other people are teaching, the people that have got like a high spiritual state and life is working for them. I'm not talking about the people that just, live off donations and stuff like that. That's not you, Capricorn. I'm talking about the people that are in a high spiritual state that like have their own businesses and stuff. Because, if you focus on the religious people, they're getting donations. It's not the same. It's like that's abundance working in some way. But if you get locked into that, you might think, I can only be in that spiritual state if I'm working on a donation thing. And you don't need to be. Abundance is everywhere and you can be yourself, Capricorn. You need to be yourself to get it. And so you're being encouraged to get back to your innocence this week. This is about finding a balance within yourself, finding out who you really are again, Capricorn, getting back to that. Stopping doing those things of grasping and reaching out of fear for what it is that you want. Getting into your vibe. This is like an enforced retreat that everyone's been given now. Our higher selves are trying to get us back to ourselves. It's like, well, I'm going to put you in retreat. Even though you've not been making the time for a retreat yourself, or maybe you have, but enforced real retreat, you've got to stay at home, you've got to face yourself, right? And you might be like, well, I can keep on working because I'm doing my own thing. You're probably doing your own thing, Capricorn. I know what you're like. And so you're like, I can keep on going as much as I can. So maybe you've stepped it up and you're reaching out more. You're trying ways to bring people in. And your higher self is saying, I put you on retreat for a reason. Not for you to step things up in the old way, but for you to retreat and actually get the benefit from this retreat. Get your connection with your higher self, get back to yourself, get back to your innocence. And letting go of trying to push forward. You're being given a break so that you can get back to yourself, Capricorn, so take that break. It's not like you need to just keep on going because you can keep on going, because so much of the world can't keep on going, and so you've got to keep going as best you can. Don't do that. Like, my work has stepped up, but I was totally ready for this. Like, in my vibration, I was ready for this and allowing stuff in. I'm certainly not reaching out and grasping. I'm just carrying on with doing what I'm doing my videos, I haven't stepped anything up at all, but I'm much busier now. It's all down to vibration, believe me, Capricorn. You're being invited to get to that true wow, to that true abundance, to what you're looking for. You've been invited to the true path to what you're looking for now, Capricorn, and it's in your own vibration. It's by coming back to yourself. So take this time to retreat, please. Your higher self says, please, because then I'm going to look at this. Then you're going to get not just the little trickles of success that you have been getting when you've been reaching out and trying to do it yourself. You're going to get overwhelming success. It's like my success now. It's not overwhelming to me. It's amazing. Like, it's amazing. It's not got to the overwhelming point, but I'm so grateful for it, because it's like, I've been doing this for a very long time, like 20 years, 9 of those years all online. It's a long time to keep on going and not experience this ease. No, it has been easy, but this the success stepping up really easily without the grasping for it. You're being invited to that too right now, Capricorn. The ease of success. That's what you've been looking for, is it for the success to be a lot bigger and come a lot easier. Grace and ease, that kind of thing, Capricorn. That's what you've been looking, and you've been trying to do it the hard way yourself. You don't need to do it that way. So take this time to retreat. Trust your higher self in it. It's a really good time for you to get a reading as well, to get that clear connection with your higher self. I mean, you need to do the spiritual practices to get the clear connection with your higher self, but what a reading does for a lot of people is give you confirmation of what your higher self is saying, so that you get more trust in it. So it speeds up the process. It really does speed up that process. So let's go back through this, Capricorn. Your higher self is saying, let go of it, surrender that reaching, that grasping, that trying to do it yourself. Even though that feels so scary to stop, you're being asked to retreat right now, because your higher self is encouraging you to get in touch with it and let it do the work, encouraging you to get back to your innocence, like a childlike innocence, knowing that the universe is looking after you. And what you've got coming from this is overwhelming success. Like, this could happen so fast for you. As I said, there are people that are thriving, people like me that are thriving in these times. Universal principles still apply no matter what's going on in the external world, and it's all about our vibration. So you're being invited to the true path to what it is that you're looking for, not the graspy, struggly, do it all yourself path that you have been taking, Capricorn. And you're doing well. Like, I'm not saying you've been doing it all wrong. I'm not saying that at all. You've been doing well, but this is your higher self saying, come on, step up now. It's time for you to have it really easy and to get what it is that you've been searching for, that success, that ease of success that you've been searching for. All along, Capricorn, it's a really good week for you, and I feel like it's got something to do with this full moon as well that we've got this week too. So interesting, Capricorn. If you like this reading, please click like and subscribe to my channel. Leave a comment. What did you get out of that? How does it resonate with you? Love hearing from you. And if you're getting value, and if you're enjoying my readings, getting value from them, please share it with your friends too. They could be getting help from the higher self as well, getting on track and getting support in all of this too. Don't forget, I've got a half price reading sale at the weekends. I don't know what it's going to be next weekend, but it's the soulmate reading this weekend. You can get one of those half price. Find out what's going on with your higher self. No, find out from your higher self what's going on with your soulmate or your twin flame if you've got one of those. Have a great week, Capricorn. I'll see you next time. Bye.